Hey everyone, what's up? It's your girls Hannah and Angela, and we're here for another episode of Girl. What do you think? Sponsored by no one. So today we're going to be talking about the age-old topic of getting boyfriends.
Mm-hmm.
Angela, do you have a boyfriend?
No. We're fed up. It's been too fucking long. Me and Hannah have been on the search for a boyfriend for almost
What
a
are you talking
year.
about? I have a boyfriend.
Who's your boyfriend?
His name is Jimmy,
Oh. Where does he live?
and he lives next door.
He lives next door?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I thought you were my best friend. I thought I would know about Jimmy next door.
No, we wanted to keep it on the down low so that like people wouldn't be upset because he's kind of like famous.
Oh. Okay. I see how that works. But it's just so crazy because honestly, like I forgot to tell you and I forgot that I did. That's why my mind just went blank. But I got a boyfriend too.
No way.
I just found one. Yeah.
What's his name?
His name is shit, that's why it's just my memory's going really bad. Let me take a drink of water first. My boyfriend's name is Benjamin. Ben.
Oh.
Yeah, he's really nice guy. He's bald. He's 500 pounds. Hello?
Perfect. I can hear you. You went frozen for a little bit.
Yeah, we met on State Street last weekend. So I definitely have one of those.
Well, I guess that's the end of the episode then.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening. We got it. Yeah. We're going to stop Girl What You Think because the only reason we started it is to get boyfriends. And we succeeded.
Yeah. It was nice knowing you guys.
We're done. We're ugly. Why are we doing this?
I am not ugly.
Me neither. Speaking of gay boyfriends, girl. Okay, so I was driving down the freeway today, and a man was asking for my number through the fucking window. It's 102 degrees outside. He was like waving at me, and he was kind of cute. And I was like, fucking okay. He had a really nice car, and I was busted. I just went to the doctor's office. I was not really feeling cute. I was on the hunt for food. I was actually on my way to get tacos.
I thought you had ramen.
I wanted tacos, but I was close to a ramen place I really like, so I decided to go with ramen. But this guy was like, give me your number. And the windows were up. We were on the freeway. And I was like, how? This is a conversation on the freeway. We were talking to each other. I was like, I put my hands up for the steering wheel. I was like, how? I'm driving. I'm going 60 miles per hour. 70 probably. Guy swear. And then he was telling me to pull over to get off on the next exit. I'm like, I'm not gonna go on the exit with some strange man who sees shoulders up of me.
Yeah.
I was like, no. And he was like, okay. And he drove off. It was good for my ego. Strange encounter. But he's my boyfriend now.
That's Robert. I mean, not Robert.
Benjamin. Rude.
Sorry, I've been talking about Roberts at work all the time.
Oh, yeah. So, Jimmy and you?
Mm-hmm.
When's the move-in date? When are you guys going to make it a fish?
Tomorrow.
Oh. Tomorrow. Am I invited? Okay. No. Getting boyfriends. Why is it? Is it because we're so picky? Like, I've only had a boyfriend for like 3 seconds. It's hard. And I have
I've
no
never had a
patience.
boyfriend. Aside
What's
from
your...
8th grade, but that doesn't count.
Do you have a fear of having a boyfriend? Like, do you ever feel like, what are we going to talk about? What if he loses interest? What if he cheats?
No, not really.
What comes to mind? Like, will you want to travel with me?
Yeah. It's mostly just like being able to go places and always have that person just go with me and not have to be like, I have to find someone to go with me, or like I have to be weird and go by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly like, well, not mostly, but like family gatherings.
Oh, wouldn't that be
I'm
so
like,
nice to have a boyfriend to go with you?
yeah. Especially because the only people that, in my family at least, that don't have partners
Our
are
children?
children. They're 6 and babies.
Yeah. So we get stuck with the kids at the party.
Which I don't care because I love those little guys, but
Yeah, my mom said that when she was single, that's kind of a big reason for her to want a relationship, is because she didn't want to be alone at the parties. Isn't that crazy?
I mean,
It wasn't the driving reason, but she said she definitely noticed when there was a party that she was single.
right.
I don't
Yeah. Also, sometimes I wonder if my family thinks I'm like
think
weird because I've never had a boyfriend. Oh, well, sure, but or mostly just if they think I'm weird. Oh, there's one little hair. See this?
But why would you be weird for that?
Because they all do.
To me, I just feel like it's not that easy. It's just not that easy. Like, you just found someone who just completely connects and vibes with you, and it was all natural and perfect? Or did they meet online? Or did they meet at work? Like, what is their standard of meeting someone who's really just like it?
Both of my cousins, I think they met them at work. And I only work with ladies.
It's not true.
Or older men.
It's not true.
Who have... Yeah, but...
He's the only one.
Yeah.
There's one guy. I guess that's gotta be fun. Like, if you're the only guy who works in like a room of ladies. If you're into ladies.
Yeah, especially at the front because we're all younger.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Older women can get boyfriends.
No, yeah, but like he's young too. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like he's too young to date like an old person.
A mature woman with...
Plus he wants it the other day. He was like, it's like, they're not on life support. I don't want them. I was like,
dang. So I second that, boo boo.
I know you do, girl.
If they are on life support, I don't want them. If I done gotta fucking plug in their life support, and then I pay that electric bill because I don't want to be single.
And then he was like, yeah, and then I'm gonna unplug it so I can charge my phone. I'm like, oh my god,
that's so funny. But I gotta charge my phone, so bye, Esther. It's so sad.
But yeah, I work with ladies. There's literally 3 males that work there. 2 are one is like old and married. The other one is like middle-aged and married. And then there's the other one who's...
See, I think right now, because we're young, it's not too weird that we're single at the parties, but there does come an age where people are like, what the fuck are you doing? What do you think that age is? It's a sad but true fact. I think it crosses people's minds. I don't think it should be that way. I think being single should be normalized, but it's real. What age do you think people are like, so are you ever going to bring anyone around? Are you seeing anyone? Are you happy?
Yeah, that's always people's question to me. I feel like that I haven't seen in a while. They're like, "Oh, like, are you dating anyone?" And I'm like,
What does dating even mean?
"Dude, I don't really want to do that too." See, I'm lazy. I'm not lazy. I just don't feel like it. Like that's part of the reason probably why I don't have a boyfriend is because I don't put myself out there. I'm like, you just come to me and tell me you like me, and then we'll go from there.
No, you got to work for it. Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Well, not be
I'm too good to have to work for it.
work for it. I mean, you got to be in a place.
Well, yeah, like, but this past year doesn't count.
True.
Too hard.
Excuse me.
But now, once I start school and work, like, I'm sure there'll be other opportunities. But I'm also sure that the same thing that happens that has happened to me for the past, like, 12 years will happen again, where a boy will treat me like his girlfriend, and then I'll say, you know what, I kind of like you. And he'll be like, ew.
Don't say
I like
that.
your friend instead.
Can you imagine that just happens like throughout your entire life? That's impossible.
Could I imagine? It has so far.
What about the guy who said he had kissable lips?
No, thank you.
Just kidding. I'm totally joking. But I mean, I think if you give the guys you gotta give guys chances. I'm not saying you don't. I don't know. I'm single too. We very much don't have boyfriends besides Jimmy and Ben. Of course, but they don't
Ben's
count.
my cousin's name.
I like that name.
I have a
There's
cousin
two
named Benjamin.
guys in my life right now who are like our acquaintances in work, and they're both named Ben. I really like that name.
It's a cute name.
Yeah, one of them I met, he was an extra on set of the movie, and he's been texting me a little bit. And I'm like, what's your deal? And he's an artist. But that's why I said Ben, because that was the first name that popped up into my head. But like, okay, I'm not going to date anybody because I'm moving to New York. I'm not going to do a long distance, let's get to know each other, because I'd rather date someone in New York. But
and I'm not going to date someone here because I don't want to.
right.
I mean, I'm also moving. Not that far, but far enough to where, and I'm going to be busy enough to where it's like if I did date somebody here, like I'm not going to like drive here all the time.
I have a question for you. When you're dating somebody, what constitutes as like, what does dating mean to you? Does that mean you're exclusive with that person? Are you allowed to date multiple people and it still be respectful? And that everything is on the table and open until it is made official with a conversation, and you have to break down all of your expectations in the relationship. Is that it?
Yeah.
Tell the people.
Because you can't. Well, I mean, I don't think monogamy is a realistic concept. Because I think.
Well, I think it's realistic. I think having like a life partner.
Not realistic, natural.
Yes.
It's not a natural concept. Societal construct.
Yes.
But I do think if you promise that to somebody, then you have to uphold that. So that's what I think. I think you can't really assume anything unless somebody flat out says it to you, because people are so different. So unless someone says to me like, "Hey, I don't want to date anyone else. I only want to be with you, and I would like the same from you." If I'm in that place to do that, then I'll say yes. If I'm not, then I'll be like, "Sorry, I can't," and then we'll go from there.
Man, I just I guess before I took a math class and the teacher was like, dating. She started talking about dating. She was like, when I was your guys' age, 20, she was like 70, old ass lady. She was like, dating back then was just like you could see multiple people at one time. And that's what dating was. You see a little bit here, you see a bit of there, and then you find out like who is the one you want to like really go the way with. And that was like the first time I heard that was okay. I always felt like dating one person was you dated one person and you're not allowed to date anybody else. Like, I'm talking to this person. Personally, like, I don't know if I can talk to multiple people at once. That's just not
I don't
me.
like that concept of talking, though.
You feel like it's just...
What the hell does that even mean? Like...
that you're, like, deciding if you want to make something official. That you both like each other and you're finding out, like, you're the compatible
But are you
test?
only talking to them? Or are you going on dates with them and hanging out with them?
Yeah. Dating.
And you're dating them.
I'm talking to them.
No. I'm talking to you right now. Like...
You just mean the term in general? You think it's dumb?
I think it's stupid. Well, because it doesn't mean anything, and people think it's like this big thing of like, oh, like we texted a couple times, so we're talking. It's like, no, bitch, you just texted them and asked what their favorite color was.
We're talking.
Yeah, like no. And people
wait, where is this coming from?
Because I've heard that like so like that's just like a term that people our age use, and I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't.
I think it does.
I don't think it means anything. If you want to get to know me, ask me on a date, ho.
Well, talking goes hand in hand with dating. Like you're dating
and then
and
just
talking.
say you're dating.
I just think it's another slang word.
I don't think it means anything though, because I think other people think there's a difference between talking and dating.
Mm-hmm. I think talking is mostly used when you're in a school environment because people are really busy. Like you may have met somebody once and it had to be friendly, and then you guys are like texting, maybe on the way.
Okay, but then what? But to me, that's like
that's dating.
Oh. No, to me, that's not anything.
It's just we're friends.
Exactly.
I see what you mean.
But then other people, I feel like, would get upset if you were talking to them and then they found out that like you were talking to somebody else. Like,
yeah.
No, you never even hung out with me in person, so why do you have any right to be mad that I'm talking to somebody else? Bitch, fuck you. I talk to 3 billion people a day. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's.
So I think it's a pointless. And what's the right word? I just think it's very. It's like an excuse to not get into something serious. Because some people are like, well, we've been talking for like 3 months.
With no date.
What? Right.
No physical contact. To me, yeah, I agree with you. That's like... that's kid shit, though. You don't even really like them. That's kid shit. That's because your mom won't drive you to the movies. That's what it sounds like to me.
No.
We've been talking for 3 months because I'm fucking in 7th grade. And that's all you can do.
People do that at our age.
That's dumb.
I know, and that's why I think it's an excuse for people to be like, yeah, we're talking, but then...
And then what do those conversations even consist of? Hey, are you okay? How's your day?
What are you doing? Oh, I just took a fat shit. Okay, cool. Me too.
Fat poop.
Like, I just don't like...
Yeah, me too. That's funny.
I just feel like... I don't know what I feel like. I just feel like talking is an excuse for people who aren't ready for commitment.
A lot of people aren't ready for commitment.
No, ma'am.
Because of trust.
I was talking to my friend last night, and she was like, why are all these people we know getting engaged and then breaking up? And then...
What?
What I said. Yeah. This is what I said to her. I was like, because they aren't being smart about it and they don't actually know the person they are with very well, and then they wake up one day and realize they fucking hate them.
That's scary.
Yep.
How does that even happen? Do you think that's like when sex gets involved too quickly?
Yeah, a little bit.
I think a little bit too. I think when you sleep with someone really early on, it kind of blurs the compatibility.
Well, because you don't have a conversation about. I think it doesn't have to blur things if you have a conversation of like, okay, well, yeah, we did that, but this is still how I'm feeling and how I want to proceed.
And that trusting that person is able to like communicate the truth. That's hard too. Because some like
don't do that.
My dad was telling me, he was like, yeah, some men just lie. Just lie. To tell you what they want to hear. But like, why would you lie about your feelings that way? Why would you tell somebody that you want these things
I feel like
and that you love them and
they don't want to hurt? They think they're gonna hurt you if they tell you the real truth, but it's like, no, you're actually gonna hurt me more if like a couple years or like a couple whatever's from now, you're like, no.
That's a real selfish thing to do, I think. I think that's the worst thing you can do with someone is lie about how you care about them. Obviously. Wow, really groundbreaking stuff here. Because you're affecting their trust in the long term.
Mm-hmm. I don't trust anyone.
Not even Kevin?
Not just Kevin. That's it.
I don't know.
Just kidding. I trust people, but
to an extent. I can't trust anybody 110%.
No.
There are some people I do trust that I could trust with, like, my car.
Dude, I don't know if we're ever going to find boyfriends.
I don't know either. I feel like I might get really far with a guy and then end it. I'm scared of that. I feel like that might happen, though. Because it'll be time to, like, really commit to that person.
And I'll be like, no.
Or I'll be like, I don't want to go to the grocery store on Saturday. I'm like, this means that I, like, have to, like, check in with you forever. Check in with you. To an extent. You know, I can never just be like, bye for a week. I guess I could, but then it's like, you're not going to do that. Married people swear that that's how it's going to be, that they have an open, you know, I can do whatever I want. Bitch, no, you cannot. More power to you. But usually reality hits, you gotta go to work. And I don't know.
I think I don't know what I think.
The time will tell. The person who comes into my life is going to, I guess. Then I'll know more because I'll know who they are. And we can figure it out.
In the podcast that I listened to, and she was talking about this, like, I don't know, article she read or something, and it was like, you don't actually know the person, like, well, like you're like dating or talking or not talking to dating until like a year into your relationship. And I'm like, that's so long.
It is. And people want to get married like a few months in. My mom got engaged so quick. It's like, you don't even know this person. You may know some things, and when you get to a certain age, there's not much to hide.
Some things, but still.
It's a different kind of no. It's a different kind of no. It's like you can know a bunch of facts. Really living with someone tells you so much. It's the things that aren't said that becomes the known. The actions.
Yeah. I'm also really tired of people telling me that it's not me, it's them, and like it's all the other people who are like, they're just like not worth your time and they're not ready for you. And I'm like, no, I get that, but also I'm like, you know.
Yeah. I get you. But what can you do?
Nothing.
You just gotta find someone who has your vibe, has your chemistry and compatibility.
Right? You need both.
And put yourself in positions where you're happy, and maybe you'll find someone who is happy in that space too. Like whatever you
I know,
love
that's
to
why I'm
do.
like, maybe you'll find your boyfriend working on a movie. Working on that movie.
Oh, probably. Knowing how people are in the film industry and how much time you spend with one another and how like people are so interested in film and you can talk about the same thing, it's so easy to fall in love with somebody. And that's why in Hollywood a lot of people like date and fall
Date their
out.
co-star.
Yeah, they date their co-star and then they break up with them because now they have someone else on a set, or the time they don't share the same together. Because when you're on the movie set, you're there every day from like 6 a.m. to midnight. And so you have all this time to spend with this person, you love them. And then once they're on another movie that you're not a part of, then you never see them. So it's hard. I prefer kind of not to date somebody in the same field as me. Maybe like in the arts, just like something different that I could like, we could bond over and we know stuff about, but it's still kind of different. Because too much similarity may be bad. I don't know. I'm single.
I don't know. Well, because my career is going to be working out of college. So I'm like, I don't know.
Where are you going to find your boo?
Maybe
Either at
maybe
work.
it could be in my master's program.
Yeah, you can always do online
something.
dating.
I don't want to do all that. I know, but
you'll see where you are in life.
That's just like a lot.
It is.
See, I'd rather just like, I want to get a boyfriend, but I just would rather be their friend first and then be like, oh,
we're a great team.
Yeah, we should be together forever. And I'll be like, yeah, all right, that's easy enough.
Be together forever.
If I do ever get a boyfriend, I'm gonna or a husband or whatever, I'm gonna need a big bed.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to touch me while we
sleep. Go get back to me when you've cuddled with a man's.
Not when I'm sleeping.
We were cuddling. Your bed is tiny. Yours.
No, I know, but I want to sprawl out.
I do too.
I like to sleep near someone.
But I feel like with your bed, you and me, if I was comfortable with cuddling with you, it'd be enough space. Because I would be so much more comfortable sleeping next to you if I could, like, prop my leg on top of you. Because that's how I sleep on my body pillow. So I think...
Yeah, but I don't want you to do that.
And I don't. Because that's weird. Because I'm not trying to fuck. But with my mans, I'll be like, baby.
Yeah, but even when it's like...
But not every night.
When it's sleepy time, I'm like, no, like, don't touch me. Like, we can cuddle before, we're watching a movie, we're watching TV, whatever. But, like, when I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to sleep now. I don't want... Because I like to be cold when I sleep. And if you're touching me, I'm going to be so hot. And I'm going to be like, get away.
Mm-hmm. So what are we talking? We talking king? We talking queen? Full?
A full? That's what I have now.
A full's a big bed.
No.
Maybe not for couples, but for one person, it's nice.
It's fine. It's fine. I used to have a queen bed. That was nice.
I didn't know. I thought a full was like, I was envisioning a full being a twin XL. But I bought one for my new apartment, and it was big. I was like, damn, shawty, luxury. Living in luxury.
What do you have now?
A twin.
Oh, really?
A twin XL, I think. Yeah, and that's always been okay with me. I've never had a bed bigger than a twin XL my whole life. I've never had a bigger bed. Yeah. I never needed more. But this full, I'm like, I'm going to get a boyfriend and he can come over and sleep next to me and I won't kill him because he's snoring. Because when I was dating that one guy, he came over and he slept with me on the same bed and he was snoring. And I knew I was going to break up with him and never talk to him again because I couldn't sleep because he was snoring so loudly. That's a big reason why I ended things.
And that's why I need my own space in bed. Don't touch me. Don't be near me. You can pat me on the back and that's it.
Those dorm room beds? Yeah, because you think like, oh, I love him, like cuddling with him. It doesn't matter how small the bed is. It matters how small the bed is.
Yeah, girl, you can't sleep comfortably.
I've never met one man who sleeps without snoring. That's concerning.
I have.
I'd like a heavy breathing sleeper. But whatever. Because all the men, like the grown men in my life growing up, like my uncles and cousins, bears, terrible snores, absolutely disgusting. That's what I'm used to, though. That's what I always thought men were like.
I don't know. I don't snore, but I make other weird noises.
You're a full event to sleep next to.
Shut up.
You're a full event. But in a good way. I'll sleep next to you.
I feel like when I'm by myself, probably, I'm just like,
Okay. I think when I'm by myself, I just start floating. I had
the weirdest dream last night.
Okay, well, we're reached the end.
They don't want to hear about my dream. You don't want them to hear about my dream?
Do you want to tell the dream? And then we'll end it?
Okay. No. It's kind of a long dream.
We'll stay on and we'll talk about the dream. Okay, guys, we will let you know.
If you have any boyfriends for us, let us know.
Yes! Tell them. If you guys have a boyfriend for us, one who lives in New York City, Manhattan.
Or Los Angeles.
Or LA. Tell them
I'll go as far as Pasadena.
I'll go as far as, like, Queens. And he'll probably have to come to me. Hot.
Yeah, you have to come to me, too.
Okay.
Thanks.
Call me at Angela Romo, or email me, angelaromo909@gmail.com.
Email me at hannah.scott.mitchell@gmail.com.
Bye.